This is Ken Pyle with VOD TV. We're here with Darren Farnham of United Electric Cooperative. And you're in Missouri. We were actually out there to visit you. You guys have done an amazing thing taking a stimulus grant and running fiber to the home. And why don't you tell us about the progress on that?
Sure. We received a stimulus grant and started about 2 years ago, and now we've run over 1,300 miles of fiber in rural northwest Missouri. And when I say rural, I mean like 2.5 customers per mile. So we're really bringing one of the most advanced technologies to customers that have dealt with either satellite or even dial-up internet services. We're bringing them what's one of the best technological platforms available in the country.
Yeah, and it's literally, and I was on one of these, it's literally dirt roads in some of those places.
It literally is. I mean, it's a great area, great communities. Unfortunately, that's our, at the cooperative, that's always been our principle, is to bring new services out there to keep those out in the rural areas as advanced as anyone in any city. And today, we've done that now. And so we're really excited about what this potential is going to provide to our area in northwest Missouri. So.
And what really, the epiphany for me when I was out there was what you've created is a system that truly is really extending your network out to the home. And so there's all the stuff that used to have in between the home and the head end or the CO is gone. So
it's really a different system. Fiber is such an interesting thing because it's no longer powered. It's a passive system. You're not using a lot of electricity. There's not a lot of repeaters. There's not those sorts of things. So, we have an existing infrastructure, obviously, with our electric lines, and those lines have been there for, since the 1930s, a lot of them. And now we're utilizing that same infrastructure to bring fiber optics and a whole new realm of, telecommunications opportunities to those folks. So, yeah, it's a great system, very green system. Should be very future oriented, very friendly to the environment too.
And you would know about that given your electrical background and so forth. One of the things that is new is video.
Oh yes, we did launch a video head-in along with this service for a lot of the reasons that people talk about. When you talk about high-speed data services, which is really our differentiator, the data is really the difference. We also offer phone services, video services, those same services that people get on a typical triple play system anywhere in the country. So
now is the video's launched?
The video is launched. We've hooked up about 100 customers so far, so we're really right in the initial stages of our activation process. We're doing about 5 customers a day right now. I want to move that up to about 10 customers a day. We have a waiting list. We're marketing to our different areas, and so far the system's been really well received, obviously, by our members.
So it's just probably the big limitation. What's the gating factor to getting customers?
Well, it's just a function of resources. Of having enough people in the office. We have done other services. We've done DirecTV. We've done wireless internet. A lot of other services in the past, but nothing to this scale. And so we're really ramping up to handle it both from a resource standpoint, both financially and from an employee standpoint as well. So.
Yeah, and where you are, there really was no cable TV, there was no broadband, and hence why you're doing this.
It's interesting because a lot of the small communities, most of where we're running this, we serve all rural areas, so we don't any community that's larger than 800 people we can't by statute serve in. So what we're doing is we're serving people in the most rural areas of northwest Missouri. However, even some of the small communities that we are either in or around or touch, has been interesting because a lot of the local cable companies have pulled out of those areas, because they've had stranded head-ins or whatever it may be, not able to upgrade their services. So not only this network's even the rural electric for such a powerful resource that created, back in the 30s and 40s. We're kind of at the beginning stages, I think, of that with telecom, because what we're able to do with this fiber system is we've put a resource throughout northwest Missouri that I think will eventually continue to grow, and hopefully even some of these smaller communities that have not had access to a current provider may be able to utilize this down the road.
So do you see some partnership opportunities then? Maybe the small operator that maybe otherwise would have sold, or maybe the community itself getting together and you working with them, providing head-in services or whatever?
Absolutely. Municipal fiber has been really a popular topic. That a lot of these small communities are getting into that. And when we're talking about these, what's happened, unfortunately, is a lot of these smaller cable services have been bought out by bigger companies that then have decided to, just cut bait on those, so to speak. They've closed them down. So, we're really looking at a situation, and that's why the rural electric cooperatives were formed, is because nobody else was either willing or able to do it. So we're trying to step up to the plate now today on the telecom side and do the same type of of thing for fiber services, broadband services in our area. So.
And it is, a significant number when you collectively look at Missouri, right? It's over 500,000 households or something,
well,
right?
as I say, up in our area of Northwest Missouri, where we've touched, we're in a pretty large area, at least for our counties. We touch communities in 6 counties where this fiber service is right now, and on the electric side, we serve even more than that. But in this immediate footprint, yeah, we're going to connect, at least be close to every major community in our 6-county area there. So.
Well, Darren, I look forward to continual updates and appreciate your time.
You bet. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you.